I grew up in Southern Ohio. I grew up in the hardwood lumber business. I grew up in the forest with my grandparents and my dad, and so I understood the connection and the relationship that we have with our environment. So my name's Adam Conway. I'm the president of Superior Hardwoods of Ohio. We have 4 sawmills in Ohio, manufacturing hardwood lumber for furniture, flooring. We ship our products all over the world. My involvement in the library project, library renovation, started really back in 2004. What happened was there was a massive ice storm about 2 weeks before Christmas in 2004, and it took out treetops. Electric was down throughout Central Ohio for 2 weeks. February of 2005, a local farmer decided he was going to cut his timber, harvest his timber, because the tops had been damaged so bad in the ice storm. One of the trees that was on the property, it was 43 feet long, it was 36 inches in diameter on the small end. It was Quercus alba, pure white oak, and it was one of the most beautiful trees I'd ever seen in my life. We bought the log, and instead of shipping it overseas, instead of selling it off, we decided to custom cut everything from the log into solids and build furniture and flooring and panels and keep that log in Central Ohio. I wanted to keep that log local. About a year after we had harvested or brought in the tree and processed the tree, I had taken a piece of this wood down to meet with Mr. Aycock.
How Adam got all involved was one day he came through that front door over there, and he wanted to show me some white oak.
So I had taken this piece of wood down to meet with Mr. Aycock, and when we started talking about white oak and Ohio's forest and the projects he was working on and how he loved to use Ohio white oak in his projects, he said, I want to know the story on that tree, and I want to know if you have more of it. And he said, let me show you a project that I'm working on.
I got all the drawings out for sketches that we had for the library, and I said, we're doing the library, and originally the woodwork in the library was all white oak, and we would like to expand on that, make the walls out of oak.
When he unrolled his drawings of the main reading room, I knew that he was working on Ohio State.
The white oak for this project came out of the Zaleski State Forest, which is a very unique part of the project. So we're using an Ohio wood out of an Ohio State Forest, something that grows in our area. It's a beautiful wood. It's plentiful. It's just really good for this application.
When we got the first blueprints, it was for the 11th floor. The goal was to highlight this spectacular vision of the architects and how they were going to continue with the rest of the renovation. So we chose 2 of our best logs.
The solid wood and the veneers both came out of the same logs, out of the same tract of the Zaleski State Forest. The veneers were cut at Universal Veneer Mill. The solid wood was milled by Adams companies. The material was dried, and then we actually blueprint matched the paneling. So when that veneer is sliced, it's kept together like a book, and then that's put into panels. So in my 33 years of doing this, it's the only time we've had a project that we use the same solid wood and veneer. The grand reading room, I believe it's called, the tables in that room are all solid wood, quarter sawn as opposed to rift sawn, white oak out of the same forest. So when you go in that room, you'll see it's very historic. The tables are massive. They're built to wear. They also have a custom light on them that we also fabricated that goes with the architectural period of the room.
With the renovation of this room, everything needed to be redone because there was not enough of the original material left to work with. And so we needed to remove all of the shelving and replace the tables and the other bookcases.
The bookshelves, we used the white oak. For furniture, we used the white oak. And then the major statement is for the walls of the library, in the atrium spaces, that they would be cladded with white oak.
Aycock and Associates, specifically George, they really like white oak. We've used white oak on 10 projects at Ohio State, probably, over the years. It's also native to Ohio.
There's a reason why we are drawn to wood. There's a reason why it makes us feel better. It makes us feel more comfortable. Wood is protection. Wood is warmth. Wood is beauty. Wood is strength. It's consistent, and we seek that.
The wood, in addition to being durable and permanent, also provides a warmth. And when people learn about the source of the oak in this building, they're very, very interested. And there's no way for them to learn that without asking someone about it, but I think they appreciate the natural wood feel.
Refinished, and then where they could, they were all reused.
There's a certain warmth when you have furniture that's white oak and you have a cork floor that's white oak and shelving that's white oak, and we took it one more dimension and made all the circulation walls white oak, and it makes us warm, great feeling, I think. And the top at the 11th floor is like a real nice place to be.
The uniqueness about these panels and about solid wood is that it's a one of a kind. It's a one of a kind, and it tells a story.
The white oak that has been used in the library renovation sends a powerful message for anyone who visits that woodlands and the wood that comes from them is a wonderful sustainable material. It's provided to us through scientific management that meets a broad range of needs, but yet can provide this wonderful building material that's provided sustainably and through good scientific management.
We actually are growing more trees than we harvest. So when you look at the harvest to growth ratio, we are growing twice as many trees as we are harvesting.
We have more hardwoods than we did 100 years ago because of the research that's going on, because of all the dedicated professionals that are committed to sustainably managed forests, because of the efforts of the professionals that have spent their lives protecting and curating Ohio State forest, that timber is going to be around for the next generation.